What about fining everyone $5,000 if they don't physical distance? I can tell already from the parking lot that this is going to be one busy beach, not a single space available to park. Wow. It's March 29th in Santa Barbara, California. I'm at one of my favorite beaches, and I'm checking around to see what is going on with social distancing. Down the beach, I can see a lot of people walking. I see some groups together. It's a cold day. It's about 66 degrees with a lot of wind. There are definitely groups here that are hanging out at the beach. It's always great to see the surfers. It's a windy day with some swells out there, so it's probably a great day for surfing in Santa Barbara. There is a family. It seems to have multiple families maybe together, bunching up. That doesn't look like social isolating to me. And I could guess you could say, hey Rebecca, who made you the social distancing police? I don't know how we can do this. Should we all be social distancing police? I'm advocating for fines like they have in Colorado. They have a $5,000 fine if you're caught not social distancing. I think that's going to drive the message home in Fort Collins. They have a large student population there, just like we do in Santa Barbara. So college students seem to be the worst. Take a look at this picture. There is a whole bunch of college students. That was just yesterday at a local beach in Santa Barbara. I don't know, is there a dozen there? Certainly this is not what social distancing is about. More people arriving to the beach. And as they arrive, you've got to know they're probably in the same car together. There could be carloads of people together. Now that certainly isn't 6 feet apart to drive in a car. Henry's Beach has a great public bathroom, but I don't think during coronavirus this is very useful. It would probably be a very big contaminant, especially as busy as his beach is today. He's shaking his hands. I guess he washed them. That's a good sign. This area is called Mesa Lane Steps, and people come and they walk their dogs. And there's a lot of people that come down here, and it's traditionally one of the favorite places to go hang out in Santa Barbara, California, especially if you like fitness and the ocean and everything Santa Barbara has to offer, except the coronavirus these days. The pathway is not that wide, so what you have to do is you've got to get way over to the edge if you want to dodge somebody that you need to cross. You know, and that's probably like most municipalities. They just got, see, I didn't even see that coming. They just passed me. So, you know, I think a lot of places are limited with their hiking trails and access to public spaces. Certainly worth the view, though. Oh my gosh, is that gorgeous or what? But the banister, which you need for safety, certainly could be a great thing to have to hold on to. I mean, I guess you have to bring your own hand sanitizer. That's perilous in my opinion. The fresh air though is just amazing, and it feels good for me to stand here and be here. You know, it's windy, and I don't know, I think it would like disperse the coronavirus germs, you know, the molecules of it, but I don't know. I hear if you just get one in your nostril, it can grow at an incredibly fast rate with just one germ. So it leaves me to worry about a windy day when downwind things can be coming up here. So as much as I want to hang out and even just look at the view for peace of mind, it's probably best I don't. My dilemma, she's right in the path. Where do I go? I'll go over here. I think she heard me. And those two ladies, maybe they live together. I don't know. And older people might defy the orders because of depression and loneliness, which are apparently leading causes of death in older people. And so they are very desperate for those things. And so they'll break the rules because to them, that's just so devastating to have the loneliness and the isolation. This property is called the Douglas Preserve, and it was given by the Douglas family, Kirk Douglas family, for all the citizens who did. It's just beautiful. It's on a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, and it's dog friendly. So a lot of people love to come here and walk their dogs. And you make friends that have dogs. These owners here are making friends. which leads to our social distancing issue. I mean, what are you going to do if those dogs start to get friendly and they want to meet each other and touch each other and their leashes get all tied in knots? I mean, doesn't that happen? Dogs are social. Dogs make friends. They want to meet each other. And as a dog owner, you love your dog. You want your dog to be happy. They got no problems with the coronavirus. But socializing with each other can cause issues with the owners. You know, they get all tangled up with those cute little puppies. The solitude is great. We're so lucky to have this beautiful place. But we have to think about, is this okay? And when do we start to enforce? On some level, I can understand getting numbed out with this virus. And, you know, the under-responders to the calls to social and physical distancing, you know, could just be getting numbed out. But we must stay with this. It's encouraging to hear that if every single person in the world did this for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever that number is, we would heal this entire planet. If only there was a world organization that could lay that rule down and somehow enforce it, our whole planet would be healed. Okay, sorry to get political on you here. Let's keep checking things out. This is a sad sight. Here is a very elderly person with a walker going into a grocery store. That makes me sad. Even though Lazy Acres is one of the finest in Santa Barbara, it's still not good. This is the reason why we need government assistance and community assistance, so these people do not have to forge their way into a grocery store that has a line this long. How wonderful. The community is telling them to go first and be in the front of the line. That is community in action. This man is helping them. They're going to ingest you. That's a great sight to see. I'm so happy to see this in our town. These people need to go first. That brings me joy. Here's our local pharmacy, but I have to say, this time is probably the worst time ever to try to get into grocery stores and pharmacies, in my opinion. A lot of sick people are going in there, and people that might have to stock up and get prepared because they haven't gotten prepared before. And there's no testing in Santa Barbara to speak of. And so all of that lends to a lot of trouble with taking your chances. And then here I am standing here and people are walking by me. I'm gonna move now. Because it's so cold, I think it keeps a lot of people from coming out today in Santa Barbara. A lot of wind going on. And that's probably a good thing. It's a nice day for the walking, that's for sure. There definitely are pockets where people are getting together and talking and hanging out in groups. Why would they have their kids around a lot of people like that? And the younger people seem to be the ones that are kind of ignoring this. That's student housing behind us for City College, and they live in the area. The underreactors, let's call them, the underreactors of the coronavirus. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just, Buses are still running in Santa Barbara. And, oh boy, it looks like somebody is yelling at somebody for something. And he's right in his face. That is bad. This is an altercation, and this is happening.
He's coming against the gospel. You're a son of the devil. You're a son of the devil. You
You're the one that drink whiskey and beer with your friends.
Get out of my face, devil.
We don't want to be charged.
You want the cops to come arrest you? You want to bed in jail tonight?
Piece of shit. Use the
You
Bible.
better leave. Leave me alone,
Use the
devil.
Bible. Try to get you something. Some more
Now the
money.
Lord has rebuked this devil.
Money,
He
bitch.
wants
Money,
I'm protected by the Lord Jesus.
Swing on me, bitch. Hit me with the Bible.
I'm protected by the Lord.
That's all you are.
You're on camera.
You're a fake piece of shit.
You're on camera.
Cool.
Watch yourself.
He's a fake piece of shit.
That was jarring. That was jarring. There clearly are those that are under-reactors to the coronavirus. Let me talk to them and see what they have to say. Do you guys know about the social distancing order?
Yeah, 6 feet.
Yeah, just checking that out. Do you guys think that you're following that order now? I think they think that's okay. I think that amount of distance to them is good enough. They're thinking that that's okay. They're okay with that. What do y'all think? You think that's okay or not okay? Let's take a poll from the YouTube comments. Here's a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanging out. I don't know. I wonder if they came in the same car. Even on a cold, breezy day in Santa Barbara, when very few people really want to battle with the wind, because most of our days are just perfect here, there were a lot of people out, a lot of them breaking the rules. That fight is still bothering me that I witnessed over at the pier. I mean, that's just horrible. That type of social interaction is probably happening everywhere, and it's just so unhealthy on many levels. It really makes me think we need enforcement on social distancing in every community, because if we don't, the people that do break the rules, bend the rules, are really a threat mentally to our hospital care systems, will certainly be overwhelmed at the front end of the pandemic surge because of their behaviors. We have to stop it. We need enforcement. We don't want the crashing of our medical services. And the defiers of the rules are certainly the ones that are going to spread it most. Here is our local Trader Joe's. And there's an orderly line with people practicing social distancing. That's looking really good. Love it. She's spraying down the carts with disinfectant. What I do not like is this guy approaching people to get them to sign something. They're stuck. They're in line. I mean, they're stuck. I like 10 to 20 feet of distancing. 6 feet doesn't even do it for me. And they're just stuck. They have to be there. So I just don't think that's fair at all. I think we should stop that. That's not right at all. And he's too close, and that would make me uncomfortable, I'll tell you. 6 feet apart when you talk to people? Are you sure? I went out to check out what the sign was. I didn't know if he was a surveyor or whatever, but he works at Trader Joe's, and he had a sign about the rules inside the store. Well, yeah, but he was right up there next to those people. It's like, wait a second, you're holding a sign that you must stay 6 feet away and you're 3 feet from them? Like, really? That's their employee. No, that was a Trader Joe's employee. I don't know. That would bother me. That would bother me. I'm glad I got my shopping done early. I would not want to be at that store right now with that employee who talks to everybody walking through the store. Okay. I mean, I have to calm down here. I'm a little worked up. He wasn't even wearing a mask. I mean, really, just put him in a mask. I mean, really, some minimal protection from an employee at Trader Joe's. And then I saw about 40 kids playing basketball at the local high school. They all have families, brothers and sisters and parents. What are they going to do? So reflecting in my town of Santa Barbara, how things are going to change in the coming month. What do you think about your community? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think about enforcing stay-at-home rules? Will having some teeth in those stay-at-home rules help our communities or hurt them? What should those fines be? What do you suggest? Is it a ticket? Is it imprisonment? I've heard anything from $100 per violation to $5,000. Does your community have enforcement of stay-at-home, or do you even have stay-at-home yet? What's going on where you live, whether it be your city, your state, or your country? I'm Rebecca Brand. Let's keep having that conversation as we continue through to battle our invisible enemy. Ring the bell to get notified of my next video. Please subscribe to my channel, and your comments really help me on that YouTube algorithm. It makes this video seen by more people. So I really appreciate that. I hope you're happy, and I hope you're healthy. And I hope everyone you love is staying in touch with you, even though we are isolated. Bye.